Good evening, everybody. I've relented. I've given in. The barrage of texts and messages through the MySpace and Friends Reunited is pushed me back to the garage. A few of you requested that you liked the atmosphere it had out here, and the chirruping of the guinea pigs and the hamster occasionally in the background was comforting. So I've given in. So we're back out here, hence the hat and padded coat, for another treat of a review. Now, this is the beer that I'm going for today, the Stout. It is from the Wild Beer Company, and the Stout is called Millionaire, and it is a salted caramel chocolate milk stout. Now let's get the pour on. I was going to give you a weather report because Marco, the old squire referee over there, always starts with a long weather report. So I'll give you the weather report from Devon, Britain at the moment. It's shite. Doesn't stop raining. Awful. End of. That's that section done. Probably more of the same next week. So here we are. Here's the drink. Let's get the pour on. It's looking nice. Lovely colour. Almost a very, very, very dark red. Maybe that's just the light behind me. And there we are. Let's let that settle up a minute. Treat. So the Wild Beer Company are based in Britain. A British company in Somerset, and they're based in a place called Westcombe, which is near sort of Shepton Mallet area of the country I like pretty well because it's not too far from the Glastonbury Festival, and a little bit on from Cheddar Gorge, a place that we love to go and visit from time to time. Now, it's in the rolling Somerset Hills, as I've just mentioned. It's about 6 miles from Shepton Mallet, really. It's started by a Californian brewer and an Englishman who in 2012 thought they wanted to start a craft beer empire of their own, or at least try and get a couple of beers out there, and they started in a farm kitchen, and since then they've gone onwards and bigger. So they like barrel aging beer, they like blending beer, and it's the heart of what they do. Flavour is behind their philosophy. They approach brewing the slow way. They want to get the flavours out there. So let's give this a go. Oh, it's a lovely scent to it, as always. With these caramel ones, you can pick it up. So here we are. It's a lovely taste. Oh, the salt, the caramel salt, and the aftertaste is there. It's actually the flavours that is advertised, sometimes with a stout and sometimes with other beers, especially craft beers. There's so many ingredients. Sometimes the flavours get lost or they're a bit too subtle, but that is a salted caramel taste. The chocolatiness of the stout, oh, it is lovely. It's a milk stout base, and they describe it as a dessert beer, which I think a lot of these ones with caramels and toffees and marshmallows and whatnot, what I said before in a previous one is like at the end of the night they're like a luxurious beer, you know, like a the afters to a dinner, the dessert to a fine meal. I mean, it's a lovely tasting beer. You wouldn't glug pints and pints of this down, but you would savour this over, you know, a whole pint of this. I mean, I'm on the short can, but a whole pint of this, you know, you might 15 minutes having a chat, get a beer down you rather than just glugging away. Their sort of strapline is drink wildly different, and oh, that's lovely. It really is. The saltiness is there in the aftertaste. It's exactly what it is. It's 4.7%, stout, and it's really nice. I've had other beers from them before. I've drunk one of their beers which was called Bibble, which was a pale ale, and I enjoyed that. Now, that's what I wanted to get to. I lost my thread there nearly. I love that design. I love the stag on the front. It's an emblem. It's a proper looking, recognisable emblem for a company. A lot of these sort of new craft beers and things that come out, they fantastic artwork and fantastic things, but they vary a lot between styles. Some of them are cartoonish, which you can sort of pick out if they use the same artist, but a lot of them are tiny print of what they are and beautiful pictures, but not easily to pick out if you're looking at a great shelf full of different beers. And I think that emblem on there, you know, if you enjoy a beer from a place, you certainly look for it, and that stands out, and it's a lovely design. I mean, the Bibble one was a pale blue, and that was an enjoyable beer as well. The colour on the can was a pale blue, and each of the beers have different colours representing what they are. So they've got Bibble, which is the pale ale. Other ones they do is a Madness IPA, and then they've got a couple of other stouts, Imperial Stout with raspberries, which is called Jambo, and the one just above this, if you like, Trillionaire, which is an apricot and chocolate stout. Now, both of those last ones I haven't got my hands on yet, but I'm intrigued to taste an apricot stout. I haven't had that before, and I think it'd be really something different. And if the taste is like this, then should get that apricot taste quite to the forefront. Now, they have a nice setup there of things. Their website is really good, really informative. It's just thewildbeerco.com. They've got all sorts of beers, and they've got plenty of beers. They do a few spirits as well, and sours and things, and it's really well put together website. I couldn't see if they do brewery tours. I'm not too sure about that, but they've certainly got a couple of other places that people could visit. They've got a warehouse shop in Pyle, which is about 5 miles away from the brewery, where you can get any of their beers in there, and often at discounted prices if you buy in bulk. And then they have a place called Wapping Wolf Bar in Bristol, which is, they describe as their spiritual home. You can drink in there. It's part of a new sort of redevelopment there, right on the harbour. Bristol's a beautiful city. I've said that before. I've been there many times, and I enjoy the scene of Bristol, the bars, the nightlife, the music. It's a fantastic place, and next time I'm up there, I'm going to seek this bar out, because I've not been in there myself, and I know exactly where they are because I've seen the building they're next to, which is another place I want to visit with my family, so I can take them around the museum and stuff and tire them out, and then maybe reward myself with one of their lovely beers. So I am enjoying it. It's nice. It is a luxurious beer. It's velvety. Like I said before, I prefer stouts to keep the head as much as possible, a bit more creamy, and this is certainly one of those. It's a really enjoyable beer, and I'm hopefully going to seek out those other two. I can order from their website, and I'll probably end up doing that if I can't find them. I picked up these in Sainsbury's, so they are in some of the bigger stores. So if you fancy something different, that's why. You can buy these single cans, and like I've said before, some of them are hit and miss, but I've had two from this company now, the Wild Beer Company. I've enjoyed them both, and I'm planning to venture out and try a few more of theirs. So a mark out of 10. Now, I'm not quite sure why we've done it out of 10, because we give the half mark as well, and we've gone with stouts, and we're both fans of stouts, and we have rated them quite highly, but I've enjoyed it. I can't pick a fault in it. It's certainly up there, and I'm going to go with a solid 8.5. I think our scoring system with the DrayMen's will probably come into effect when we try some of these sort of other craft beers and lagers and beers from around the world, rather than just stouts that we've been doing on these mini specials. I'm sure we'll find a couple of real sort of dishwatery type scores to come out, but myself and Mickens, Marco, the Texas Taff are going to try and stick together a little not a YouTube, we've done that, it's a little sort of collection really of longer ones that we have done on YouTube, but to do them as something you could listen to. I'm not quite sure what Marco's got up his sleeve, but he's certainly going to do it as a podcast, hopefully, and once that's out there, you know, we'll probably turn out a few more of these that people can listen to. We started sticking up beers that we drink in the week that we, you know, worthy of a mention, but not maybe a complete review, and hopefully you're enjoying it. If you've got any suggestions out there of beers that you've tried that you might think that we would like, please let us know. Anyway, I'll drain this and I'll get back inside the warm, and hopefully next time I find the Golden D. Over Christmas somewhere it's gone missing, but I'm sure it's here somewhere. Down the hatch. Take it easy, everybody.